Global food security.
So my topic is all about identify the factors leading to global security. Global food security is influenced by a complex interplay of factors ranging from environmental and climatic conditions to socio-economic dynamics. Firstly, agricultural productivity plays a pivotal role. Technological advancements such as improved crop varieties, irrigation systems, and farming practices enhance yield potential and resilience to climate variability. Additionally, infrastructure development, including transportation, networks, and storage facilities, ensures efficient distribution of food from surplus regions to deficit areas, mitigating supply chain disruptions. Moreover, socioeconomic factors such as income inequality and access to markets profoundly impact food security. Income growth and poverty alleviations initiatives enable individuals to afford nutritious diets, reducing malnutrition rates. Furthermore, education and healthcare access contribute to improve nutritious outcomes by enhancing awareness of dietary requirements and preventing diseases that affect food utilization. Sustainable and management practices and conservation efforts also safeguards natural resources, ensuring long-term food production capabilities. Ultimately, a holistic approach addressing these multifaceted factors is crucial for achieving and maintaining food security. That's all.
Good day everyone, I'm Jin Kadikjun Riamaro and my topic is all about examine the state in the Philippines in terms of food security during pandemic. So during the COVID-19 pandemic, the Philippines faced significant challenges in terms of food security, exacerbating existing vulnerabilities and highlighting regional disparities. The pandemic led to widespread economic and disruptions that severely affected food access and availability. Reports indicated that nearly 51 million Filipinos experienced moderate to severe food insecurity from 2020 to 2022, making the Philippines the most food insecure nation in Southeast Asia during this period. This situation was particularly dire in the poorest regions such as the Bangsamoro Autonomous region in Muslim Mindanao, where food insecurity levels exceeded 30%. So the economic impact of the pandemic hit agricultural households hardest. These households, which depend on agricultural activities for their income, reported higher rates of food insecurity compared to non-agricultural households, about 25% versus 9% respectively. Many of these households resorted to coping strategies such as borrowing money, purchasing food on credit, and spending savings. Moreover, government and humanitarian responses, while extensive, were insufficient to meet the prolonged needs caused by the pandemic. Lockdowns and community quarantine measures disrupted food supply chains and delivery of health services, further complicating efforts to ensure food security. Nutritional programs, including those for children and pregnant women, saw reduced coverage, contributing to both undernutrition and overnutrition issues. In response to these challenges, community initiatives emerged, such as the distribution of food packs containing fresh produce, which aim to address not just food security but also nutritional security. These efforts underscored the importance of integrating nutrition into food security strategies, particularly during crisis. So, overall, the pandemic underscored the need for resilient food system and targeted interventions to support the most vulnerable populations in the Philippines.
Global food security is influenced by various factors. Some key factors include climate change, erratic weather patterns such as droughts and floods and lead to crop failures and food shortages. Next is economic factors. Income levels, poverty, and access to resource affects people's ability to afford and access food. Third is political stability. Conflicts and political instability can disrupt food production and distribution. Or next is infrastructure. Efficient transportation and storage facilities are crucial for food distribution. Next is technology. Technology advances in agriculture such as improved seeds and farming techniques can increase food production. Trade policies. International trade agreements and tariffs can impact the availability and affordability of food. Next is health and sanitation. Proper healthcare and sanitation can reduce the risk of food-borne illness and malnutrition. The pandemic has affected food security in the Philippines as in many countries due to disruption in supply chains, reduced incomes, and restriction on movement. The Philippines relies heavily on imports for some food items, and disruption in global trade and have affected the availability and prices of food. Additionally, lockdowns and restrictions have affected people's ability to work and earn income, further impacting their access to food. Government interventions such as food assistance programs have been implemented to mitigate these effects, but challenges remain in ensuring food security for all during the pandemic.
Good day everyone, I'm Minzo Ruijan. I'll be discussing the 5 components of food security. First is the food availability. Availability involves not just the quantity of food, but also its distribution and quality. It encompasses factors like agricultural productivity, food production system, infrastructures for storage and conservation, and trade policies that affect the flow of food within and between regions. Ensuring availability requires strategies such as sustainable agriculture practice, investment in infrastructure, and effective market systems. Next is the food access. Access to food is influenced by various socioeconomic factors such as income levels, employment opportunities, food prices, social protection programs, and geographical location. It also includes aspects like gender equality, as women often play a crucial role in food production and household food management. Enhancing access involves measures such as income support programs, food access assistance initiatives, improving market access for smallholder farmers, and reducing barriers to food access for marginalized.
So the third component of food security is food utilization. Utilization refers to how well food is used once it obtained. This component involves ensuring that individuals and communities have the knowledge of resources to make healthy and nutritious food choices, prepare for safely, and access clean water and sanitation facilities. It is also includes factors such as dietary diversity, cultural preferences, food safety standards, and access to healthcare. So the fourth is stability. Stability ensures that access to food remains consistent over time. Without sudden disruptions or fluctuations, this component involved resilience against shocks such as natural disasters, economic crisis, conflicts, or changes in food prices. Stable food access allows individuals and communities to plan for the future, invest in livelihoods, and maintain well-being. So, the fifth component of food security is governance and policy. Effective governance and policies are essential for addressing the underlying causes of food insecurity and ensuring that food security is prioritized at national and international levels. This component involves policies and regulation related to agriculture, trade, food safety, social protection, land tenure, environmental sustainability, and nutrition. It also includes the role of institutions, governance structures, coordination and mechanisms, and partnership in promoting food security and addressing its root causes.
So this is the continuation of the threats to global food security. So we have 5 more threats to global food security. First, let's start off with economic and political instability, which means conflicts, economic crisis, and political instability can disrupt food production and distribution. War and conflict can destroy agricultural infrastructure, displace farmers, and cut off access to markets. Next, we have the supply chain disruptions. So, global food supply chains are vulnerable to disruptions from events such as pandemics, natural disasters, and trade restrictions. These disruptions can lead to food shortage and price volatility. Third, we have the loss of biodiversity. So, agricultural systems rely on a variety of plant and animal species. The loss of biodiversity reduces the resilience of these systems to pests, diseases, and climate change. Next, we have the inequality and access issues. Even when the food is available, it is not always accessible to everyone. Economic inequality, poor infrastructure, and inadequate distribution networks can prevent people from accessing sufficient nutritious foods. And lastly, we have the policy and governance failure. So, poor agricultural policies, lack of investment in rural infrastructure, and inadequate support for smallholder farmers can hinder food production and access.
Good day, sir. I am Giovanni Paradero and I'm going to explain my topic. So my topic is all about what are the threats to global food security. Global food security is under threat from a variety of factors. Some of the most significant threats include climate change. So climate change is extreme weather events such as drought, floods, and storms are becoming more frequent and severe due to climate change, disrupting agricultural production. Changes in temperature and precipitation patterns can also affect farm yields and livestock health. And number 2, water scarcity. Agriculture is highly dependent on water, and increasing water scarcity due to extraction, pollution, and climate change poses a significant risk to food production. Many regions are experiencing declining water tables and reduced river flows. And number 3, soil degradation. Soil erosion, loss of soil fertility, and desertification are diminishing the productivity of agricultural land. Unsustainable farming practices, deforestation, and urbanization contribute to soil degradation. Pests and disease. Crop pests and livestock disease are major threats to food security. Climate change and global trade can exacerbate these threats by spreading pests and disease to new areas. And number five, population growth. The global population is projected to continue growing, increasing the demand for food. Meeting this demand will be challenging, especially in regions with limited agricultural resources. So that's all, sir. Thank you.
Good day, I'm Engine Cadet Luigi B. Canadalia. Is food security possible? Food security is defined as all people having physical, social, and economic access to sufficient, safety, and nutritious food at all time. It is a complex but achievable goal. Achieving is involves addressing a variety of challenges across multiple sectors. Here are some key considerations. First is agricultural productivity is increasing the efficiency and output of agricultural practice through sustainable methods, advanced technology, and improved infrastructure can enhance food ability. This includes use of precision farming, better irrigation system, and genetically improved crops. Second, economic access. Ensuring the people having a financial means to buy food requirements, addressing poverty, inequality, economic policy, social safety needs, and job creation are critical to improve purchasing power. 3. Distribution and logistics. Efficient food distribution systems are essential to reduce waste and ensure food reaches all regions, including remote and underserved areas. This involve improving transportation network, storage facilities, and market access. For political stability, stable governments and political will are virtual for implementing effective food policy. Complex and political instability can disrupt food production and distribution, exacerbating food insecurity. 5 is environmental sustainability. Agricultural practice must be sustainable to prevent depletion of natural resources. Climate change mitigation and adaptation strategy are essential to protect food production from adverse environmental impact. 6 is nutrition education. Educating population about nutrition and healthy eating practice can improve food utilization, ensuring the available food meets dietary needs. 7. Global cooperation. International collaboration is necessary to address food security, especially dealing with the global challenges such as climate change, the trade policy, and pandemics. Organization like the UNICE Food and Agricultural Organization (FAO) and the World Food Program WFP play critical roles. Well, the challenges are significant coordinate effort and local, national, and global level can make food security possible. Initiatives like Sustainable Development Goals or SDGs by the United Nations, particularly Global 2, so Zero Hunger provide a framework from these efforts. Therefore, while achieving global food security is complex and requires multifaceted approaches, it is indeed possible with sustained and concerted efforts.